What's good, man? If you've been training but still look the same, can't gain size, can't stay consistent, or aren't just happy with the results, this video is for you. I'm going to show you how busy guys are finally gaining 10 to 15 pounds of lean muscle in 90 days, and I'm giving you the exact blueprint for free in the next 5 minutes. I've been exactly where you are. I used to train hard and I used to eat as much as I can, but I still stayed very skinny. Once I built a real system around training, nutrition, and accountability, I gained over 70 pounds of lean muscle. And the best part is, I still maintained my abs. Now you might ask yourself, what are those systems? Well, this is exactly what the video is for. Those systems have helped my client Mohib gain 17 pounds, lose fat, and build muscle at the same time in just 3 months, and also helped my client Lodi gain 9 pounds, losing fat and building muscle at the same time in 2 months. The system is very simple. It is chronometer and heavy. Now, what are these two apps? These two apps are free apps that you can use to your advantage to start tracking your workouts. So that way you can actually start to finally get bigger. Now, how it works is you want to first start tracking your food. Now, you might have heard this before from other people, but I'm very unique with my approach towards tracking food. I think everybody should just track their protein or just track one meal a day. So that way you don't feel burnt out, right? Because you're busy, you have a lot of going on in your life. Just track one meal a day. Just get into that habit, learn how to do it, or just track your protein. And then once you get comfortable with the idea of tracking food and you actually start getting good at it, you then start tracking your other meals because then it becomes easy for you. Now, why do you want to track your food? Let me explain. Let's just say that you calculated your maintenance calories and you need to eat 3,300 calories for you to gain zero point 0.5 pounds. How would you know you ate 3,300 calories every day if you're not tracking? If you're just guessing, you're not going to exactly know how much you're eating. And that's why your weight is probably going up and down with every week. And that's why you're still stuck in the same results, stuck in the same body that you're in. Once you track food, you'll know exactly how much to eat. Because let's just say I calculated my maintenance and I need to eat 3,200 calories to gain zero point 0.5 pounds. If let's say I'm not getting zero point 0.5 pounds consistently, I know I just have to up the calories by maybe 200 and then I'll start getting zero point 0.5 pounds. Tracking calories eliminates the guessing factor. So now you know exactly what to eat and know exactly how much calories you should be consuming. And then once you know how much calories you're consuming and you're finally starting to put on weight, this is when tracking your workouts becomes important. So you can progressively overload so that we can get bigger and stronger because that's how you build muscle. If you're not tracking your workouts, how are you progressing on your lifts? How do you know if you're progressing? Because you might forget. You need to track workouts to ensure that you are accurately progressively overloading because that is a very big part in how to get big. Because you can eat right, but if you're not tracking your workouts, how are you going to get big, right? How are you going to know that last week? How are you going to remember last week how much you did on bench, but then remember the 10 other exercises you had last week, right? And this is why it's very important for you to track your lifts, track your food, because these two things go hand in hand. And then once you have these two things set up, you are guaranteed to make results. You are guaranteed to gain weight. You are guaranteed. It's like you cannot break science. It's science. If you just track your workouts and especially track your food properly, you will gain size. Because let's just say, even after tracking your weight and you're not getting like any pounds, you're just still stuck in the same weight. You now know, okay, if I up the calories up by 200, I'll start gaining weight. And guess what? You will. And that's why I love the idea of tracking. That is the system right there, having something you can track. And these two apps are completely free. Every transformation I've seen, mine's included, comes out to these three pillars, right? Custom training that fits your schedule and experience level. So that's something you figure out on your own, right? Like what's your favorite split? What's your favorite workouts? Smart nutrition that adjusts weekly as you grow because you can't just stay on 3,300 calories forever if you're getting zero point 0.5 pounds. You eventually plateau because you're getting bigger, so you're getting to eat more food. And then accountability, somebody that's actually there to review your progress and give you real feedback. You can ask somebody in the gym, you can get a coach, you can do whatever, you can do any of these things. And if this hit home and you want me to look at what's holding you back, I'm giving away a free 25-minute strategy call this week. We'll go over current training and diet, and it will exactly know where your bottlenecks are and analyze them, and it will give you literally all you need to actually start making progress and finally become and get the physique that you always wanted. And no, it's completely free, no pressure, no pressure. You'll walk away knowing exactly what to change. I can only do a few of those each week, and honestly, to be honest with you, because I have to go through very like deep like research into your data, like what you tell me. So that's why it might take a little bit of time. So I'm not doing a lot of these. But if you're actually serious about gaining 10 to 15 pounds of lean muscle in the next 90 days, you can book a call, link in bio, or reply huge to this, and we'll map out the plan together. That's it. Short, simple, and free. Talk to you soon.